continue to flow in quiet stillness. Along the way, the phone's battery stopped at 97% for no clear reason. It was a tiny fluctuation, never meant to be recorded. Yet this program gathers only those small, meaningless shifts. Meaning optional.
This morning, I woke up today and thought about a girl from my class more than 10 years ago because she was in my dream. I wonder if I'm still annoyed, buried. When I was in elementary school in first grade, a girl asked me to work with her. In second grade, I had a close girl who went to. From third grade, school got hard and I stopped going for a bit. In fifth and sixth grade, I had a close girl who went again. She was popular in class and I even went to her house to play. But while it was fun, I have a lot of bad memories, and those bad memories are the only things I remember. That's why in high school I was close with girls in my club and my class, and a girl even asked me out on a date, but I said no for some reason. She asked me a few times to go to karaoke with her. Also, there was another girl in my class who talked to me a lot, but I'll stop talking about that now. I'm gonna talk about kabuki again, but I don't really want to talk about kabuki itself. I just want to show you how my interest changed and how I get really into things for a while. I was really moved by it. One actor was from famous family, but he was found because a kid was dancing in a lobby and someone saw him. That person became a national treasure later. I was moved by that story. Also, I liked how the family worked together. It felt familiar. It's like a funeral. After a funeral, the relatives all gather in a big room with the kid. It's like a kabuki actors all raise the kid together, and it felt like that. Only the circus and kabuki of that kind of strange world. I'm interested in it, where I'm probably a stranger person than there, who I weren't interested in myself. I couldn't talk about myself in a podcast like this. I know myself well, even if experts say people don't know themselves. I know myself well, just like Ichiro said. Still, there are many things I don't know about myself, probably because I'm more strange than other people. Also, there's a movie about kabuki. Maybe many people from other countries are watching it now, which is strange. I didn't start liking it because the movie. This happened to me a lot. I get interested in things right when they start getting popular. Usually I lose interest if everyone else likes it. But this time it's just a coincidence. I didn't even know the movie was about kabuki. It's happened a lot where things I was thinking about become popular. I'm not saying I'm good at seeing the future, but strange things happen. But people who tell fortune or religion, or even YouTubers, they are good at reading the room and they look things up a lot. They check things before they talk. I think that's true. But I don't believe in special power. Saying someone has special powers is like saying someone has power like Doraemon. The chance of that is zero. Thinking about whether someone is like Doraemon or Goku is a waste of time. There are no special power who you like online. You can find out how they do everything, like making gold powder come out of their hand. It's all on the internet. What was I saying? Oh, some people are born with the ability degrees in the room, or they act like they can heal people by putting their hand over them. I don't understand that, but I think it's like a kind of trick or telling people what to believe. Some people can just do that naturally. Maybe I have a power to read what's going on in the world, though I don't really want it. After talking about that, a name for my show just came to me today, but before I thought I had a great idea and it was a big failure, so I shouldn't trust it. Sometimes I feel like someone is standing in my room in the morning or like an idea fell from the sky. That's why I understand why people think there are ghosts or think ideas come from higher place, even though I feel that's way sometimes I know it's not real. I understand the feeling, but I know it's just a mistake in my head. The other day, all was flying in front of my house, and it looked like a heart to me. I thought, family, I'm seeing the things. It happens sometimes. The chance of all looking like a heart is almost zero, but that's how it is. People say ghost, but it's all just by chance. A sound like a bell went off in my house once, and even though I make you sure my phone is silent, it was just a glitch with a phone, or maybe I just heard something that wasn't there. People call that things ghost. Also, something like a spirit trick happened again. My mom said she bought fried chicken at Sycamore. I thought Sycamore didn't sell fried chicken like other stores. I thought they don't sell it because they don't sell all them. But I made this mistake many times. If Sycamore chicken was that good, it would be famous, and I know Barrett. She Barrett. She bought it yesterday for the first time, and it's strange. I don't know, but it's just a mistake. I don't need movies or dreams, because my life is more interesting than a book. I never get bored going back to my high school. I remember there were many beautiful girls, but looking back, maybe that's not true. Memories change. I thought my school lunch was good, and the teacher said so too. But the food in my area is definitely not good. My memory is playing trick on me. I thought there were many beautiful girls in my high school. I can guess why I think that because of something strange that happened after I graduated. It's strange how each school has its own style. It's like how people pick idols. I thought, but what I'd do if I were picking idols? I have a very specific interest, so if I picked someone I liked, I mean, in Japan, people don't like things that stand out too much. They like things that are balanced. Next, I wonder if I've been being too lazy for the past 3 years because it's so strict with myself. My podcast doesn't get many listeners, and I feel worried. But I can't really know how this part 3 years were. While I was eating today, I noticed something. When I'm really focused on eating, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even feel like the food is good. When you focus on one thing, the feeling of delicious goes away. I don't think I'm tasting it in that moment. Consciousness is like watching yourself. You think your mind is making you taste things or act, but the mind just notices what you did or felt after it happened. It feels like the mind makes the feeling, but it's just picked up the feeling. You aren't tasting it at the exact moment you notice it. Other animals probably just check if a food is safe to eat. They don't taste things like humans do. A special just swallows a fish in 1 second. It doesn't taste it. But that's fine. The feeling of delicious comes later. When you think but the taste, so if you just eat without thinking, you won't taste anything. People probably try not to focus too much while they eat so they can enjoy it. My sense of taste is very weak, so I focus too much and then lose focus. I think about this when I study English. In English, people say important parts very quickly and lazily. That's why it's hard for Japanese people to hear. Japanese people say every part with the same rhythm and power. They think doing everything with all your power is good. That's just how the language and the brain work, but it's not efficient. But do people do such a waste of effort? It's because they think everything will work out if they just try their hardest. They aren't religious, but they believe things that aren't there. It's far from reality. Other people wonder why they do such useless things, but Japanese people feel good about it. They just don't know any better. Even if they find out, they act like they didn't. Are Japanese people hard working and smart? Not really. When you look at the number of big prize, Germans are hard working. Japanese people like entertainment and things that are just for fun. They aren't that serious. German people listen to podcasts by experts. Japanese people don't really listen to podcasts. In America, growing as a person is important. Do Japanese men go to the gym once a week? Almost unknown. Americans all work out and they drink protein and it's normal. I used to wonder why they spend so much time on it. It makes you look better and it's healthy. Americans just do it. I wonder that Japanese people use their time for. They aren't like people in Italy who just wanna have fun. But they are strange and too serious. They like the idea of things being simple and old, but it's just not logical. they get it wrong, but they can still run big events like the Olympics. There are many things in the world I don't understand. Some shops do things that might be against the rules, but I'm not sure. Japan is safer and it's better rules than other countries, but some things are still strange. I don't get why things like pachinko are okay. I'm looked in and understand, but I still don't get it. Yesterday I was annoyed because I slept during the day and missed the radio show. I planned exactly which parts the listening to later. I was that annoyed. It reminded me of a guy on a school trip who dropped his contact lens in a hot spring. He kept looking for it even though he'd never find it. I also thought about the guy in my high school club. He never looked annoyed when he lost a game, even though he hated losing. I wonder if he was just acting tough, or if he knew he had root. I keep thinking about it. But my short name, I've been thinking about my life after I left my religion. I look for what's right, which is like looking for something perfect. I know nothing is perfect, but I'm used to it. If you look for perfection, you'll be let down. My family is the world, and I all let myself down. Maybe that's what I'm talking about here. I wonder if I'm stuck on meaning. Things that had meaning were broken by that morning. Maybe that's I'm talking about here. I wonder if I'm stuck on meaning. Things that had meaning were broken by that meaning. If I threw away meaning, I felt thrown away. I think meaning is at the center of everything. I threw away meaning because I felt I couldn't live if I didn't. I couldn't keep living like that. Or maybe my brain just can't have meaning anymore. I can choose how to say it, but I have to telephone or they want and understand what this show is. Is it strict? That sounds like self-help show. Is it about rules or is it just daily habit? I survived because of my daily habit, my habit or all that's left, or maybe I'm using them to try to survive. It's the same thing. I'm not looking for a name, religion, or a new goal like other people do. Some people might start drinking too much. Many people still believe in things. I can't do that anymore. Even when I was in the religion, I was tired of meaning. Some people say they wanna live a simple life in the country, but that's different. I know humans don't really grow and life has no meaning. But because I'm human, I still look for it. I wanna think I'm growing. I accept that truth, but I'm still dreaming. I realized this after I felt the religion and heard a scientist talk. Humans are just animals. Life's only meaning is to leave your ideas behind. I noticed this, and it's sad. I noticed it because I felt that strange world. Other people live one religion and just look for another. Real things, they just wanna be saved. I don't use it to be real because I know nothing is. An actor's wife died right after having a baby, and I imagined this. He tried spend as much time as he can with the kid might more freedom, but the actor doesn't want the kid to think his life is limited because of him. Parent feelings are hard. If I were a parent, I'd want to be with my kid for myself too. I think a lot, but small things. I asked mom, what's harasu is? She said it's part of a salmon. I said it's just a belly of any fish. She looked at me like I was crazy and said, it's specific kind of salmon. But salmon is a salmon. I was right. Even if I had a kid, I don't think I could be a good parent. I don't have kids. Even if I got married, I'm not a teacher, so there's nothing I can do. But many people have kids without thinking about it. That's how humans keep going. It's interesting, but also a bit sad. On TV, they were making a lunchbox for 20th anniversary. Does that really matter? They made 20. Does that really matter? They made 20 bucks, but does it make people happy? It's just an excuse. People do that. Same with dance movies or art. They explain why they did it, but you never know if they don't tell you. People do the same with dance movies or art. They explain why they did it, but you never know if they didn't tell you. Modern art and music are like that. It's like a religion. They explain a song by talking about light and shadows, but that's just what they wanna see. I'm not saying art is bad, but that lunchbox could be better if they didn't have to follow the 20 rule. They explain a song by talking about light and shadows, but that's just what they want to see. I'm not saying art is bad, but that lunchbox could be better if they didn't have to follow the 20 rule. Rules can help you make things, but I don't know if the work is actually better. Maybe you just finish it faster. I think you can make better things if you're free. On the radio, I heard someone keeps a cat in their hallway to take out the truth. I think it's faster to just scare it. People have their own ways of doing things. We shouldn't tell them what to do. I don't want people to tell me what to do, but they always do. Half of Japanese women aren't interested in sex, according to some data. I don't believe it. If sex is a basic need, then half of the women aren't really living. We should stop saying it's a basic need, only needing to go to the bathroom, eat and sleep should be the 3 basic needs. I don't get tired of tofu. I got tired of soybeans, even though I eat them every day. I eat a lot of tofu every day, but I'm not bored. Things that give you too much pleasure makes you bored. Fresh milk in Hokkaido is great for one sip, but the second sip is just okay. I love ramen, but after I ate it once, I felt like I never need it again. Foods that are good until the very end usually have too much salt, so things that are too good are easy to get bored of. Of course, but food doesn't last Either a friend asked me to go to the prep school with him. He was my best friend, so I said yes right away. I keep thinking about the past like I'm living it again. I'm not just regretting it. It feels like I'm there, but it's just in my head. I think time flows from the future to now, so in a way you can change the past, but maybe you can't, because time only goes one way. You can move around in a school train, but you can't get off the train. It's like that. People say you can't change the past, but you can change the future. Now, so in a way, you can change the past, but maybe you can't, because time only goes one way. You can move around in a train, but you can't get off the train. It's like that. People say you can't change the past, but you can change the future. If my idea is right, that's wrong. You can't speed up the future. It's going to happen. The idea that the future will come, but the past one is the common mistake. If time flows from it's gonna happen. The idea that the future will come, but the past one is a common mistake. If time flows from the future to the past, it's just gonna happen no matter what you do. You think you can change it, and that's fine. But in the day and you can't change the future either. It's just how we see time. In the religion, they say God has already decided everything that's happened. Japanese people thinking their action changes the future. It's just their way of seeing things. I'm okay when I'm in a pinch. I don't just see things in a good way. Things actually work out. When they're really bad, my old religion said there's always a way out. But there is no way. Humans just make a way or act like there isn't one. If you eat and go to the bathroom, you are living. If you don't, you are not. That's it. But if you borrow money from bad people, your life might be over. If a fortune teller says there's always a way you feel safe, that always might change how you act. So that's good, but even if you think it's over, you usually forget after a night of sleep. You just do what you always do. Eat, go to work or school, talk to people even if you think there's no way out. You still go to school. Maybe you go to a game center for a bit first, but that's about it. My parents act strange when I even look at them. My mom got mad when I asked her to do something right when she sat down. She said I was being mean. Now I feel like I can't do anything. Being hungry for something is hard, and regretting things is hard too. But when everything is fine, you don't feel anything. When you're upset and feel like you have to do something, maybe that's kind of happiness, but you don't notice it when you are in it. I hate when people say you should be happy because you have everything you need. I looked up many things today. Kabuki practice why anime companies lose money. A school for criminal and a famous shop. I spend a lot of time looking things up, which might be a waste of time. I'm looking up how Kabuki actors' wives live. I saw a dad taking his kids to work and wondered if he's like a mom too. Anime companies lose money because they don't do it for the money. But shouldn't they pay people more to get better work at? Athletes get a lot of money and work hard. Why don't anime workers get paid more if their work is popular all over the world? I don't get it. I heard about a guy who said mean things to his wife. I said mean things to my parent feel is a girl too. Every family is its own problem, but once you do something but no one will understand, thinking about it makes me sad. I saw a video of two kids arguing about whether they went somewhere. My parent and I are like that. But my parents just get angry or change the story. My should talk in a way that solves things, but they just wanna throw their feelings at me. Men are logical and women care about feelings. People say, but parents aren't either of those. That I saw a show about people from Hokkaido. One guy said he's Hokkaido fan and goes there a lot. I'm jealous. People have things they're really into. If I get into something, I become too much of a perfectionist. I know that's because my past. It's night now. When I hear a noise from my parents' room while I'm eating, I wonder if I did something wrong. It's a holiday, but they have to leave the house because I'm here. Maybe they're in a bad mood. They used to say they were busy with work, but they were just spending time at their religion place. There was a shock. I had a friend who said things he didn't need to say. When I got into high school, he said, "You got into. So why are you telling me?" He was just a sore person. Some people just have to say something means some people with brain type like mine say whatever, and they think what if and they weren't mean, and they would not say mean things. For dinner I had pot like penne with tuna and mayo. There was a boiled eggs too, but it had no taste. I thought it was from a shop, but I think we made it. The potato were also the best I've had in years. I had fish too. I couldn't focus on the meal. The fish was good, and I like seafood too, but I ate it too fast without tasting it. Cold weather in winters makes me feel bad, but working out doesn't, even though they both feel bad. Maybe it's because I'm focusing when I work out. I shouldn't think too much about being in pain. Some people give advice, but it doesn't work when things change even a little bit. I see that a lot. When the situation changes, the advice is useless. I see that in English study too. Sometimes I finally get something I want, but then I do something similar right before, and it ruins it. Like if you finally get the sweet treat you wanted, you should eat other sweets that way. But for some reason, I try to practice or get used to it, and it's not special anymore.